Hello everyone, I'm Pierre Farrugia, I'm 50 years old. I am from the tiny island of Malta, from the center of the Mediterranean Sea. We are a very tiny island. We don't have forest, but we are blessed with a lot of cliffs and beautiful scenery and the sea. I work as a senior technician in a semiconductor industry. My love for the outdoors started by dieting because I wanted to lose weight and I started to walk as we do all the Maltese. And we always start on Monday, important. On Monday, we start the diet. From there, I started walking in the road. From the road, I go to treks, to countryside, and from there I started to enjoy more. From exercise, it turned into a hobby. From hobby, I think it's now like an obsession because when you go outdoors, you know how life it is now. It's very stressful at work with the family, with money and all everything that's happening in the world. Then you go there and you start enjoying more. Everything progressed from kayaking to abseiling to trekking to camping. And now I discovered the solo camping, which I think is the ultimate experience for the outdoors, where you can really enjoy the outdoors and rest your mind. I was born in Kalkara, a tiny fishing village here in Malta, by the sea, as you can imagine. My outdoor activity were either we go swimming with my friends in summer, or then I was in a youth center where we started to do some hiking. But I cannot say that I was an outdoorsman or that I was obsessed by going outside. Then growing up, as I'm saying, you start appreciate more, and the more you appreciate, the more you take care about your country, so that I find it nice and clean for others. I leave it for others clean and beautiful, so they can enjoy it as I do. Now let's speak a little bit one of my obsessions, which is leave no trace. How it started. I was not one of those leave no trace. Anzi, I was the opposite, which I used to either litter or burn somewhere, not somewhere to make damage to. And then the more that I went outdoors, the more I saw my beautiful country, the more I start noticing what am I doing. If I go somewhere, I want to find it clean. If I litter it, I cannot go there anymore. Then I started seeing other groups on Facebook pushing leave no trace, and even in Malta. And then I started, the more I explore Malta, the more I started to enjoy. And now, because I have a YouTube channel, I'm pushing a lot. So leave no trace, because Malta is not mine, is of everybody. And how I like to enjoy it, then everybody, even you, can come here as a tourist and enjoy it. And if you come, you wish it's clean, not destroyed. It's very important. So leave no trace. I try to push it in every video. Since I live in Malta and it's only 27 kilometers across, so imagine how small it is. Many people tell me, oh, but it's so small, you don't annoy yourself going to the same places. You are not fed up. Crazy enough, till now I found 140 places to visit in this tiny island. And still, I'm not finished because even some treks, for example, you can start from one place and next time you start from the other place. At the end, even if you go to the same place, if you enjoy the outdoors, and we go at work every day, and we still go, imagine that we can go the same place and it's beautiful. And the nature, the beauty of nature is you can go the same place 3 to 4, 5 times. And every time you find or discover something new. So sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's windy. Sometimes you go near the sea, sometimes you go upper. So every time you discover something new. And if you like the outdoors, why not? I enjoy. And I'm sure I will enjoy for many more years. Now let's touch another very important aspect of, let's say, backpacking now. Cooking and eating. As you can see me, I like eating, and camping actually is fun. If you don't have fun when you go out, you're losing something. And food for me is one of the fun things. I can say that in Malta, I'm lucky that backpacking meals are either too expensive or very few, so I have to resort to cooking myself. Also, to make my videos more enjoyable because people enjoy seeing me cooking, I'm always trying to discover something new. For example, I start with steak, then I go with burger, then I do braciole in Maltese, because even when foreigners are watching my videos, they can even, I'm pushing them the Maltese food as well, which was delicious. And I'm always seeing what I can do new. And this is what we were saying before. You don't get annoyed doing the same things. I'm doing the same things, but I'm varying what I'm cooking, what time of the year I'm going. So, and enjoying a good meal, hot meal while camping. And even when you're there, if you spend, for example, 30 minutes cooking, it's part of the enjoyment, part of my hobby. Oh. So, and then eating it is the other part. So maybe people are struggling as I was before and take this as a good example because that's why we are here. I had a broken marriage and all the problems that comes with it, and my frustration went into eating. So I go home, I buy sweets, I buy eat pasta and this avalanche in me going to 140 kilos. What led me to start doing diet? Because even now, when I remember, I got goosebumps about this thing. And then from there, I said, I cannot continue anymore like this. And then, with the help of my partner, Sharon, which she has big credit, and some of my friends, first of all, she started preparing me meals, healthy meals, sometimes telling me, Pierre, don't eat so much. Then I started my friends walking. And when you start shedding weight and you start going more outdoors, you will enjoy more. You have less weight, so you can go longer. It's like a competition. You're seeing your weight going down. You feel so healthy, for even like sleep. I was having problems at that time, and everything starting going down. And from there, this biggest love to do outdoors could be done because I started abseiling, started kayaking, camping, trekking. I did even long trek. So everything was a good conclusion. So anybody who has these problems, first of all, many people will tell you, oh, why you cannot stop eating. Who is like me will understand. It's not easy. It's like for us, it's going on Mount Everest. I know exaggerating, but for us, it's something very, very hard. But when you have friends and family who help you up, go for it because the rewards are great and even health-wise, you can do a lot more now. When I go solo camping, there are 2 points of the camp that I really enjoy, which is sunset and the night when I already ate and then I'm relaxed and in the dark and like your mind, it opens, you can relax a lot. And although I never wake up early when I'm not at work, when I go camping, I always wake up before the sun because the sunrise is, I think, that's the most highlight if I have to choose one. You have some coffee, some good sweets, so because you have to get some sweets and multi-sweets like I took last time. And you're just sipping your coffee and playing with the time lapse because I like photography as well. And seeing the sun coming up is the best feeling you can get during camping. So I think the highlight for me, if I have to choose one, is that one. That I will not bargain from all the rest. Because sometimes I'm tempted, should I sleep a little bit more? But it's worth it to wake up early. When you start going these trips, I always give advice. Don't only look to YouTube because you don't know what experience these people have, how much training they have, and their physical fitness doesn't maybe compare to yours. So the biggest advice is always hike your hike. Start slow, and then, for example, start with a 5 kilometers. If you want a 1 kilometer hike, then next time it will be 2, it will be 3, and at the end, if it's the maximum you reach is always 5. You do it for fun. It's not a competition. So if you are happy always doing 5, do 5. If you like walking a lot and you want to do 20 kilometers, do 20 kilometers. If you want to walk only 1 kilometer, at the end, what is that you go there and you relax and you enjoy, because we do it at the end only to have fun. If you don't have fun, sometimes you have to struggle to go to the best places, but that's type of the fun. Then if I have to stop 3 times, who can tell me, Isma, you have to do 10 kilometers at one go? Do it slowly, do it at your own pace. So like this, first you enjoy, you stay safe, and you don't injure yourself. When I go camping, I don't have a lot of choice because I have to go in winter. Because here in Malta, if you go in summer, for me it's too hot. At 7 o'clock, the tent will be like an oven. It's impossible to stay in it. And some people go, because then I will try once a modest summer with her and we go swimming. But for me, what I enjoy is that you go in winter, it's cold. Remember, our cold is not like other people's cold, because here when it's cold, it's 10 degrees. Wow, it's super cold. This year I tried to find 5 degrees, but it wasn't so low, or I couldn't go. But then when you go into the tent with your quilt on top, and it's part of the fun of camping, yeah? Because I like a lot of equipment. I like the specs and equipment, and the best, the lightest. And like this, I can test, and I enjoy more my equipment when I do this kind of campings. Camping in Malta is relatively safe. We don't have any kind of wildlife. The only snakes that they had with poison, when St. Paul came in Malta, the legend says that he will remove the poison from the snakes. So wildlife, maybe you can encounter either a dog or a cat or a mouse, the maximum. As safety in Malta is relatively safe. I never heard somebody that been attacked by somebody or trying to be robbed. I don't think we have these problems in Malta. So for us, compared to other countries, we are really blessed because we have very good weather. Although we grumble sometimes because say it's cold. Other hobbies that I used to have and I still have, I used to scuba dive because Malta is the grand place to scuba dive. I used to do a closed circuit rebreather with helium mixes. We used to go 60 meters, 90 meters, everything as it should be, and qualified, and it was amazing, the diving. But then with my work and with my buddies, because to do this kind of dives, I only did it with 2 people because it was so much dangerous. There's a lot of precautions, but it could be dangerous. Then the other hobby that I have is target shooting, and the most that my preferred is the pistol. I have a Glock 17, and I won even in Malta some competitions, because pistol shooting and firearms in civilians is about 10 years old maximum in Malta. Before you couldn't get a gun, and the gun in Malta, you can only use it in a range. You cannot use it in like self-defense or home defense, or you cannot carry, but we use it as a hobby. And I still enjoy now. In fact, I just paid the license, so I go to practice a little bit. The problem is that firearms and YouTube are not so friendly, so I keep it more private now. That's the hobbies that I have now is that, and then it's part of the outdoors. I go kayaking, and the summer here it offers a lot of places, especially caves. I like sea caves. I like of type of caves. I like go caving in Malta, though we don't have a lot. We have some interesting ones and even abseiling. But then everything goes out to discovering and adventures. One of my dreams that I wish to do regarding the outdoors is very simple, and I dream about it a lot. It's a short through hike. That's my target, even if it is only for a week, 7 nights. And I have two options. One of it is Camino de Santiago, that I can go with my partner because it's not camping and we can go from one city to another. And with the plane from Malta is just 4 hours away, so it's not that long. And then the most one that I wish to do is a small through hike, like in a forest, like for example, Tour de Mont Blanc in Italy. You go around the mountain. You go through a forest to mountains. That's what my big dream is that I will do one day, and hopefully it will be done soon. My YouTube channel actually is more geared towards adventure. And for me, adventure is actually the outdoors. So, and sometimes I like to incorporate two things, for example, trekking and camping, which is backpacking. Or for example, I go to explore a tunnel underground, and then I have to trek, I have to abseil, and then I go into caves. So my channel, actually my channel started because I want to show the beauty of Malta, a part of liking the outdoors. But I wish to incorporate more camping because camping now, and since I discovered the solo, that is intriguing me a lot because and on a funny note that I wish to tell everybody because it's nice because people you're courageous, you go solo camping, you must be tough. Isma, I spent 1 week nearly not sleeping before I decided to go solo because don't think like that. And I was worrying, should I go because I will be alone, I will be in the dark. Then when I got the backpack out of the car and closed the luggage boot, everything disappeared, and I enjoyed it to the full. And now always trying to think, for example, when I finish this solo trek camping, then I start planning the next one while I'm walking to the car because it's so nice. Eh? I enjoyed it. It's one of the new that I really enjoy. First of all, I am all in YouTube. I see now more YouTube than TV. So, and when somebody from Canada sent me to this tiny island of Malta and told me, "Do you want to join us the solo series?" I said, "Wow, I'm a small YouTuber, so." And when I saw what's about and other people, and I will be like joining a family of 10 nationals from over the world, it was an opportunity that I cannot miss. And I have to say that sometimes I got overwhelmed. Should I do? But I am really enjoying it, so it's really, really worth it, and I'm glad that I'm doing it. You can find Malta exactly in the middle of the Mediterranean. If you make two lines, we're exactly in the middle, just below Sicily. We are a very small island, but a beautiful island, and we are blessed with history. We are bombarded with history in Malta, you can say, because we have been attacked by the Turks. We had the Knights in Malta. We had Michelangelo that was in prison here in Malta. We have a lot of paintings of Michelangelo. Everywhere is full of churches with full of paintings and everything. We have 6,500 BC temples. Imagine. Here the temples start from 6,500 BC, if I'm not making any mistakes. But they are older than the pyramids, they say. So imagine Malta. We have from that part. Then if you just enter the Grand Harbor of Malta, it's all surrounded by fortifications. We have at least 3 major forts there. It's all surrounded by fortification walls everywhere. Everywhere you go, you will find history in Malta. So if you Want history? We have how much you want. It's impressive. Malta, if you have to debate, not debate because of Malta, we were the most bombarded nation in World War II. We are so small, but imagine everybody was fighting to get the middle point of the Mediterranean. Imagine how strategic that it is. So we have lots of World War II shelters. We can say, then if you want to go to nightlife, we have how much you want bars, you want sea, you want to go kayaking, you go sunbathing. Food is, I have testimony about it, so because we are Mediterranean food. And I think, and very important, I will not say the brand, but we have a very, very good beer in Malta. Everybody who comes here, he wants to taste our beer. So if you come here, ask for the Maltese beer.
Cheers.